I was on a busy street in Honolulu. The smell of the ocean mixed with the warmth of the night. The energy was almost palpable. Music, people dancing, and laughter filled the air. And then, there in the middle of the night we met. Me, her, and him. An unlikely trio, but somehow it made perfect sense. It was an exchange of glances, a touch that started out unpretentious and grew in intensity. And before I knew it, we were kissing. A three-way kiss, hot and unexpected, that ignited something deep inside me. I had never experienced anything like it, so free, so untethered, and I wanted to share it with you. This intimate, special moment showed me what it truly meant to connect with someone while still being free to be myself. My first experience in a threesome became a milestone for me. A turning point that shaped much of what I would seek in my relationships and even how I viewed love. Before continuing, I want to tell you a secret. If you want to improve your performance or help your partner stand out, click the link in the description of this video or in the first established comment. We are here to help you reach new levels of pleasure and confidence. It all started when I decided to celebrate my birthday in Hawaii alone. I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship and, for the first time, I was truly enjoying what it was like to be single. No rush, no commitments, just me and myself. In the days leading up to my birthday, I allowed myself the luxury of living the way I wanted. Exploring beaches, hiking, meeting new places and meeting new people. And during that stay I stayed in a hostel. Many might have found it strange, a woman in her 30s staying in a hostel, but for me it made perfect sense. In a hostel, life is simple and everything is shared, from the space to the experiences. I was there to connect. It was there that I met a Belgian couple, beautiful and as intense as the hot days I was experiencing. They were part of the same group I had started going out with at night. From the first toast, there was a spark between the three of us. They seemed to know each other so well, a close couple, with a complicity that I admired. He had deep eyes, a confident way of talking, and she was charming, with an easy smile that lit up any room she was in. That first night we all got really drunk, laughing and letting loose on the dance floor. And I felt especially alive, as if I was rediscovering a side of myself that had been hidden until then. After that party, in the early hours of the morning when I got back to the hostel, I took a chance and asked them if they wanted to stay with me for the night. He smiled, curious, but she was exhausted and preferred to rest. At the time, nothing happened beyond an exchange of glances, but the desire remained there, hanging in the air. The next day, we met up again for another round of drinks. In that relaxed atmosphere, the conversation flowed naturally, and I ended up asking about the type of relationship they had. They talked about their experiences without any fear, and that enchanted me. It was as if they were a unit, each one being the other's safe haven, and at the same time, free to explore the world together. That night at the club, she and I found ourselves alone for a brief moment, and it was there that I made the move that would change everything. I looked at her and, without thinking much, I approached her and kissed her lips softly. She returned it with a smile, and for a few seconds we forgot the world around us. It was a long, sweet kiss, and at the same time full of desire. And in that moment something became clear. There was a connection there, a spark that could not be ignored. The following night, the story took an even more intense turn. I was exhausted from the parties and, in the middle of a night out that wasn't so fun, I looked at her and suggested that we leave. She held his hand, and with a wink, the three of us headed down the streets of Honolulu. The triple kiss that started on the street was the first step towards an unforgettable night. We entered the room, and there, the barriers dissolved naturally. We were so comfortable, as if we had known each other for a long time. It was a dance of touches and kisses. His hands explored my body firmly, and hers, soft, glided, causing shivers. I felt intertwined in that moment, between the affection and passion that emanated from each of us. The whispers, the knowing looks, and the rhythm at which we moved. Everything was instinctive, unhurried, without demands. I remember the moment when she left for the bathroom, leaving us alone. It was then that I realized the depth of their relationship. She was completely calm, confident that he was there with her, but also with me. That touched me deeply. I had never seen anything like it. When it was all over, there was no sense of awkwardness. I got dressed, said goodbye with a soft kiss and went back to my room. On the way, my head full of memories, I met a friend and we ended up going skinny dipping under the full moon. No intentions, just enjoying the moment. When I got back to the hostel, I went to my room and lay down, still absorbed in what had happened. The next morning we met again on the beach. Everything flowed so naturally, as if we were friends who had just shared a special moment. The connection was there, intact, but without weight or expectation. This experience showed me that it is possible to live these moments lightly, with freedom and respect. They taught me a lot about what it means to be with someone in a full way without possession, just for the joy of sharing something special. This unique moment was not just an adventure. It was a journey of self-discovery and acceptance. After that, I returned home with a new perspective on relationships, wanting to explore more of this world where love and freedom coexist in harmony. I knew this was the kind of experience I wanted for myself, something that would make me feel alive.
Hello,
without
my
the
name is
constraints of
Fernanda,
convention.
and I like telling romantic stories with a hint of eroticism. If you like these topics, leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Today we know Julia's story. Who knows, yours will be the next one to be told here. Send it to us.